Just as usual, Akiko and I met at the station. And got on the train. Due to the fact that I was always busy with so many things, it was only during train rides that I had time to catch up with Akiko. Therefore, we used that opportunity to update each other with all the juicy things that happened to us while we were apart. So, how are things with you, Akiko?
Things? You mean guys and all?
I mean everything in general. Except for the studies, that is. I've had enough talk about that.
Oh, finally! You want to talk about something else! That's nice for a change. I wish I knew who made you think about something else. I want to buy him a drink!
I just decided I should chill out a little tonight, that's all. Rokuro isn't nervous about his entrance exam at all, and Katsumi even less so. He's in a world of his own.
He's in the Matrix! Katsumi won't let the sun see him, let alone people. Now that you're asking me what's new, let me tell you something. Katsumi isn't answering my calls anymore.
What do you mean?
Every time I call him, I get stood up. And he never returns any of my calls. He just sends a text saying he couldn't answer it.
Katsumi and you have a special sort of relationship? So you're telling me that you two are just friends?
Yeah, but if he keeps on being like this, he'll soon be dead to me. The fact that he didn't return my last call really bugs me.
Maybe he was busy. It must have wandered off his mind. It happens with any guy. They're all the same.
Oh, don't take their side. You're gonna regret it.
Did you try asking him openly what it was all about?
I don't care! All guys start treating their friends that way once they get themselves girlfriends.
That's absolutely not true. Katsumi doesn't have a girlfriend.
How can you know that when you barely see him?
It's simple. He's always available on Chatlinx and he's always flirting with me. And with all the other girls too.
Then he's simply not into me.
It seems like I'm the only one who loves you, Akiko.
You're not far wrong, I guess.
We should stay away from guys for a while.
You're right. I'm better off with female company now anyway. Thank you for that.
Anytime, Akiko. The train stopped at the station and Akiko jumped for joy. She reached for my hand and wouldn't let go of it all the way until we reached the spot where the summer festival was taking place. People were walking by wearing yukatas, the traditional Japanese garments. Women were wearing yukatas in beautiful floral patterns, while men's costumes were mostly in some simple patterns, or decorated with a picture of a Japanese dragon. I wish to wear a yukata myself. Since I got there first, I had enough time to go to a store and choose a special one for that occasion. I found one I liked a lot. Rather not. The yukata's beautiful. But I don't have enough money on me. After a while, I found some of our crew, but the one who was still missing was Katsumi. Rokuro and Akiko spotted me, and made remarks on my choice of clothes right away.
Hi! I thought you'd be wearing a yukata just like you did last year.
I expected you to see the traditional costume too.
I'm glad to see you too. Why are you all picking on me just because of my choice of clothes?
It's okay. People have different tastes.
Too bad. We could have taken a photo of you and shared you on all social networks.
Alright. I'm not interesting enough for you. Anyway, where's Katsumi? What's taken him so long?
That's what I'd like to know too.
How can he be late if he was the first one to leave his house?
He lives in the farthest part of town. It's only logical he needs more time to get here.
He could have at least told us he was going to be late.
On the other hand, he may have arrived already, but he just hasn't. I'll check when he was last active on Chatlinx.
All three of us opened the app and saw that Katsumi had been active more than 15 minutes before. There, he must have left the train then. Now, let's go find some nice spots for watching the fireworks show before it all gets too crowded.
Great idea.
Okay, we'll go, but we shouldn't have been together. How can Katsumi be so irresponsible? It sucks. He disrespects our time.
Akiko, just please don't beat him up when he shows up.
I'll give her a hand in case she needs help.
And Akiko started talking about Katsumi again.
You chat with Katsumi most often. Is everything okay with him?
I think he's concealing his feelings or something that's bugging him. That's why he always looks so happy.
Maybe Katsumi wouldn't confide in you or Akiko, but he would definitely tell me if he were in any trouble. Or he would at least ask for advice.
I don't know. All I know is I don't like the way he's been acting at all. Don't ask why.
Akiko, what made you think something may be wrong with Katsumi?
He's been evading hanging around with us for a long time. For me, that's enough. I bet he'll send a text and say something came up any minute now.
In that case, I'd start worrying too.
I couldn't believe how much Akiko was mad at Katsumi just because he was late. I didn't know what to say to defend Katsumi and not offend her at the same time. Akiko was being way too hard on him. We gave her a moment to cool off. And it was right then that Rokuto received a text from Katsumi.
There he is. He says he's sorry he's late and he wants to know where we are.
At last!
You can send him the exact location via Chatlinx.
Okay. Right. He's typing.
He'd better be walking instead. He'd be here sooner.
What does he say? Where is he?
He says he's gonna be here in a couple of minutes.
Rokuto squeezed himself between the two of us and started teasing us and telling us how we were dying to see Katsumi. Akiko wasn't really thrilled, and I felt like some strange anxiety was sweeping all over me. I tried to hide that by laughing at Rokuto's jokes, although I also caught myself looking behind his shoulder, expecting Katsumi to show up. I cheered up only when I heard his voice. He was approaching me from behind.
I found you! I'm so sorry I'm late. Something kept me. But I'm here now.
I turned toward Katsumi and waved. Hey.
Glad to see you too.
Katsumi waved too and headed toward Akiko and Rokuto to say hi. Unlike Akiko and Rokuto, Katsumi was wearing a yukata, the traditional Japanese costume. I couldn't help noticing how good he looked in it. Great outfit, Katsumi!
Thanks, I'm glad you noticed. Hi Akiko, you look pissed like hell, just as usual. It suits you well.
Spare me, Katsumi.
She's mad at you, Katsumi. Watch out!
Hey pal, can I please sit next to you? At least until the girls forgive me.
You should start making up for your mistake right away.
Akiko, I'm sorry for being late. I told you I didn't do it on purpose. I just couldn't make it.
You couldn't make it? But you headed here first!
What happened on your way here?
Don't even get me started. I got on the wrong train.
It serves you right.
It happens. Apology accepted.
The same thing happened to me once. It's really not a big deal.
It wouldn't be such a big deal if you had just called us to say what was going on instead of
I swear, I told you what happened.
You heard him, girls. No need to fuss over that anymore.
Thanks for understanding.
No problem. Did you run into someone we know on your way here?
You mean someone from our high school? No, I didn't.
Maybe we should have added some of them to our chat group to keep in touch.
I only have Mizuki's phone number, but I'm not sure if she uses Chatlinx.
Mizuki's my high school friend from class. I knew her well, although I wasn't spending much time with her outside school hours. At least not so much as Akiko. Mizuki's quite reserved and doesn't like to go out much. She's uncorrupted and likes the whole world. She sees beauty in everything around her.
Mizuki uses Chatlinx. I know that.
Wait a minute! Mizuki and you are in touch?
Yeah, but it's not like I'm chatting with her all the time. Like with you. You know it yourself what she's like. We don't have much in common.
Mizuki's so pure and naive that it's good for her not to go out much.
Oh man, if I had an apartment like hers, I couldn't care less what's going on outside.
Katsumi, you could have asked Mizuku to join us tonight. She may have agreed to come since Akiko and I are here.
Didn't occur to me.
Add her to our group chat and text her.
Good idea. If she doesn't respond, then it's clear she doesn't want to be disturbed.
Nothing easier than leaving a group.
I'll add her right now. There. Done and done. She's not available at the moment. She'll see the message eventually.
Cool. We should have exchanged our numbers with everybody after graduation.
I don't see how finding someone can be so hard with all the social networks available. We're addicted to this technology.
Yeah, it's not hard at all. If anyone wants to find you, they'll find you.
If you don't want to be found, no one will ever find you. Simple as that.
All this thinking made me hungry.
Me too. I'm gonna go get us something to eat.
I'd like to help with that, but I have to call my mom. She keeps calling me.
Mama's boy.
Rokudo stepped away from us so he could find some quiet place to talk. Akiko was provoking him by shouting Mama's boy, but Rokudo didn't seem upset at all. And he had no reason to be upset. Normally we all report to our parents when we go out.
I suppose you guys are gonna have the usual. A savory pancake for Rokuro. Akiko, you like chicken skewers if I'm right, and you like noodles.
Well done, Katsumi. I really appreciate that.
That's right. Thank you so much. We'll be waiting for you, eagerly. During the summer festival, there were plenty of street food stalls with a great choice of snacks and sweets. The scent of freshly cooked meals was just tempting. The stand with the fried noodles was the most crowded one. Katsumi must have had a really strong will to make it up to us, since he decided to wait in line.
Alright, girls. I'll be back soon. Be good.
And she immediately took her phone out of her pocket. She scrolled through the messages for a while, and then she stopped and directed the phone screen towards me. So what, Akiko?
I think I'm falling in love. Read the lines he sent me.
If the world simply stopped, you could feel my eyes on you, and realize how much I hoped, and wish you knew, how much I love you.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Akiko, who's the guy that sent you all this?
No idea. We still haven't met.
You're kidding, right? How exactly can you fall in love with someone you haven't even met yet?
My thought exactly. That's why I decided to share this with you.
Falling for romantic texts. It's totally not like you. And do you even know what he looks like?
We haven't gotten to the part where we exchange photos yet. I don't think I can be as romantic as him. And I need help to write him a message.
Akiko's phone was already vibrating due to the newly received messages from her mysterious... She would start typing something, and then she would instantly delete it. I felt sorry for her, looking so hopeless and all. Struggling much, Akiko?
Yeah.
I gave Akiko some advice on how to reply to his text without seeming too rigid, and she accepted it. We wanted to feel the atmosphere of the summer festival. Akiko was constantly texting her online crush and following my advice, and so she improved her image. See, I told you it was easy.
Thanks for helping me. I would have probably blown it and laughed at his attempt to show me his feelings. As far as I'm concerned, he could have just written what he was feeling.
But he wanted to leave a good impression. That's supposed to flatter you, Akiko.
I'm not used to that. And maybe we should just leave things as they are and never meet each other in person. Because I'd probably say something wrong and ruin everything.
It all depends on the type of personality that you decide to show.
Yeah, and that personality is the complete opposite of what I actually am.
So which of the two personalities is the true Akiko? Or are they both present, only the inferior one is sometimes suppressed?
That's a tough question. Hey, we got carried away. And we didn't even notice that the time flew by. The guys aren't back yet. That's weird.
We'll go search for them. I hope they didn't decide to blow us off, cause in that case they're going down.
That would be the last time I've gone somewhere with them. Where do you want to go?
I'll go to the food stalls to try to find Katsumi.
Okay, I'll try to find Orkuro then. I'll meet you back here.
Deal. But there was literally no sign of Katsumi whatsoever. Akiko was looking for Rokuro in the meantime. I can't believe it! They made such a fuss over this get-together, and spending time together, and all that so I could just sit here all by myself. 10 minutes later. I'm starting to lose my patience. I decided to try to reach Katsumi on his cell phone. I wasn't counting on Chatlinx because it was easy to miss a text. The phone was ringing, and still ringing, all along until the operator ended the call. He's not answering. Maybe he can't hear it because he's in a crowd, or his hands are busy carrying food. Yes, that must be it. Then I spotted Akiko and Rokuro approaching me from a distance. Akiko gave me a questioning look and I shrugged my shoulders. Suddenly, a few fireworks went off, leaving everyone present in the astonishment. The fireworks lit up the sky with thousands of colors and flashes. And every blast was followed by exclamations of amazement. Everyone was looking up except me. I was looking at my phone because I just received. He was saying he was sorry. I felt like I was left hanging, although I literally had no right to feel that. He had no reason to report to me whatsoever, which was making the whole thing even more difficult. And then, once I suppressed that feeling, another one came up. The suspicion that something just wasn't right.